All right, so let's start off with, I'm going to go through each one of these sets. This is the Santa and Rudolph puppet die set. So here we have, first of all, I should mention, I finally figured out to use these magnet sheets. I was watching a video with the designer, Sam Caldecott, with these, and she put all of hers on little magnets, and I've seen other people do this, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop fighting it. I'm going to go do that myself. So if you've not seen these, we have these at Paper Wishes. These are magnet die and stamp storage panels. So on this side, it's a 8.5 by 11 giant magnet sheet, and on the back, it's this white material that you can go ahead and stick your stamps to, and then you can just put them there. They have a 3-ring binder hole punch in there, and you can go ahead and just store them that way. So I'm going to use them for this purpose, but I'm going to get some of these to use at home too. So they're great for what I'm doing. So let's start with the cute little Rudolph reindeer I showed in the opening. So how adorable. My friend Debbie made this one. So cute. Look at this. And she made it double-sided, okay? Because when they're like this, kind of a standalone, they do need to have a back of some kind. And for this one, Debbie used all of these little pieces here. So cute. I'm going to show you how to put this together. We're going to do a gingerbread man towards the end of the video, so bear with me here. So she used for the body this wonderful brown glitter cardstock. This stuff is great. It's regular, nice, heavyweight cardstock. The glitter is just embedded in there. It does not come off. We love it. So that was really cute. And then she used a little bit of the red for, of course, Rudolph's nose. And then she used craft cardstock for the body, and then just a little bit of white here and some black for the hooves. So, of course, if you look below the videos on our Paper Wishes webisode page, we have a photo gallery, and we also have products used that you can just select and put into your cart. All right, so that is the cute little reindeer. Let's take a look at the Santa. Now, this card that Debbie made has both the Santa and the cute little elf on here. And it's a gatefold card, which is just adorable. So let's take a look at the little Santa mechanism, and he just kind of goes, whoops, he just kind of goes, ho, 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 ho. How cute is that? And then over here, we've got your little elf. That is adorable. And so she just cut down the mechanism, which I'm going to show you, and made that just a half panel. And then she used the stamp set, which is just such a nice stamp set. This is Christmas Sentiments, and it makes these sort of tape, remember those tapes for organization that we used to have, where you'd emboss the tapes? What are those called? Tape runner tapes, I think. And anyway, there's a whole set, so you can create your own in Christmas sentiments, which we love, and they work really well with this. So what she's got here is Christmas Memories 12 by 12 paper pack. Of course, I'll list that down below. And she used the little polka dots there. And then she used this great fluffy stuff, and I've used this multiple times before, so I'm not going to use it today because I have so much other stuff to show you. But you put it on for Santa's beard, and then you use your heat gun, and it activates that, and it fluffs it up, and it's got this really cool texture. So that is adorable. And then, of course, she added a little gold sparkle holographic paper here for the buckles, and right here for the little tassel. So cute. And then she also used some little sprinklets, and these are Santa's Treats sprinklets, and they've got little gingerbread and little candies, and they're adorable. That is such a cute card. Love it. So here is the set that has the elf on it right there. And this is what the elf one looks like. There's all these lovely little pieces, arms, legs, body, face, and then all the little details. And then also in this set is the snowman. That is not the snowman, that's the gingerbread man. And the gingerbread man we're gonna make in just a minute. So it's got sort of the less complicated pieces. So that's why I'm gonna do that here while we're filming. It's easier to decorate, it's a great starter one. And also, as I said, the designer, Sam Caldecott, has fantastic videos on how to decorate these and also how to assemble them. And I'm going to attach those to the product page for each of these die sets, okay? So refer to that if you'd like to learn a little bit more about that. Okay, and then here is another set here. This one is so cute. This is the Santa, nope, that's the Santa and Rudolph. And we already did the elf and gingerbread. And this one is the fairy and the snowman. The fairy is just adorable. I don't know if she's more of a fairy or she's more of a little ballerina because she doesn't have any wings, but it's called fairy. And then this beautiful little snowman set. And for this one, Debbie made this amazing, not only is this a little puppet, shaker, easel card. How crazy is that? So I'm going to do my own version of this card so you can see all the elements and how they were put together to make this. And we're going to do that next. So here I've got my little gingerbread man, and I just started off with craft cardstock and then did some inking using a blender brush just to darken up around the edges. And then I also used some red and lime green glitter cardstock to decorate him. And there's just red cardstock for the mouth and black cardstock for the eyes. So we're also going to need, this is the Snow Angel card base mechanism die set. Okay, so to make this little guy work, you need this little mechanism, that's the little pulley mechanism, but you also need to make the card this mechanism, these two. This is the Snow Angel part, and these three pieces come together in that set. So the first thing we're going to do is, after we've decorated the little guy, now we need to take some mini brads, and we have silver mini brads available. Here we go, and I'll put the link for that, oops, in our supply list. Remember mini brads? Brads were so huge years ago, and they've sort of like backed off a bit, but they are back. All right, so for the mechanism, I found that for the cardstock, it was best to cut two of the mechanisms out of cardstock because you really want it to be sturdy. It's really going to get a lot of pulling. So I cut two out of green and then green cardstock, and I just glued one over the other and made a very nice sturdy pull. So what we're going to do is attach the limbs to this piece. So what we're going to do is, whoops, take an arm, and we're just aligning those little holes. It's the first hole, because every limb piece has two holes. And we're just going to take these, and I'm only going to attach two of these, and then we'll just take a little break so you guys don't have to watch me attach all of these. Now, the designer, Sam Calcott, she gave a great tip, and that was once these are on here, to take a pair of either really old scissors or a pair of like wire cutters and trim off that little point of the shank, because it does tend to get caught up on the mechanism. I tried it without cutting it, and it was fine. It worked fine, but it did work a lot more smoothly if I cut it off. So I'm going to follow that tip of hers. And you're not cutting the whole shank off, you're just cutting a little bit. And these are just so easy to cut. Like, don't use your nice paper scissors. These are old cruddy pair if you are going to do this, or wire cutters would be best. All right, so there's one arm, another arm, and once again we're using that first hole available there. And if you've never used brads before, they're just like the little paper they're paper fasteners from the office supply stuff. Remember, we used to use them years ago to make those little projects in first and second grade. I remember making like a clock when we were learning to tell time, and we had to put a paper fastener in for the little clock dials. So we've gotten much more clever with them since then. All right, so here we go. Here we've got the arms. And now we're going to put on the legs in the same way. So we're going to take a little break, and we'll do that, and we'll come right back. All right, we're back. You may notice that my legs were sort of kicking in last time, and I realized as I was putting the brads on, I really want them to kind of curve out instead of curve in. So I adjusted that. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, if you want to make just a regular card and not a shaker card, I'm going to show you how to do that first, and then we're going to move on to the shaker. So if you're going to make a regular card, you're going to die cut these two pieces. This is from the snow angel piece right here, and this is for the backing mechanism. And for the excuse me, and for my pieces of patterned paper, I used the Joyful Christmas 6x6, just the perfect size for these cards, and I'm using a 6x6 card base. So now that we have these pieces together, we're going to take this piece and glue it to this piece, just right there. And they have these notches at the top. You can just center those. I'm going to use some Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue. Just put some dots around, especially one right there. All right, I think we got that. And we're going to put that right there, and then this glue dries really quickly, so you can move right on. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take more brads and these little second holes that we didn't do anything with, we're going to attach those to this hole right here. Do this first one. Like this. Secure that at the back. So far, it looks like we're using 8 brads for every one of these cards. All right, there we go. So that's how our mechanism is working. I forgot though, we need to put that through there. All right, so there we go. You might want to start with threading it through and then attaching the brads. Okay, so now we're going to add some little pieces of foam tape. And because we're going to put the body on, we want the body to not stick directly to the mechanism. That would keep it from moving around. So we're actually going to attach that right about here, like just in the head part, and so it's not touching the mechanism part. Well, that's not going to work. I need to go up higher. There we go. Okay, like that. Woo, 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 woo. I would probably recommend putting see, I glued my head way down low on the body. You might want to glue it up a little higher, and then your body would be a little longer. And then when you do this, it's not going to pop out at the bottom. Okay, so then this part, we will foam tape to the card because we don't want it glued down, because then the back stuff back here isn't going to be able to move. So you want to foam tape that on your card. So I found it helpful to just put one right there. Now you can put you can cover the back of this with a ton of foam tape, and I'm just putting a small amount right here because we're in a hurry, we're moving on, but use as much foam tape as you think necessary, okay, so that you have a nice surface there. All right. And there's our cute little snow angel gingerbread. Now, I promised you I would show you how to make it into a shaker card and an easel card, and I will. And we're going to be right back to do that. Okay, we're back. So the first thing we're going to do is make the base of our easel card. So this is a 6x6 card, okay? And what I did is I scored just the top, okay? Made a score and a fold at the halfway mark. So 3 inches across, I scored that. So that's going to be the base right there. And then I went ahead and put some cute little paper on the inside just to save a little step. All right, so we're going to set that aside because that is ready. Now this piece right here is going to be actually the base for the card that we're going to glue everything to. So you're just going to glue it to the bottom half of the card. The top half stays free to move. All right, now we cut out another one of our little snow angel pieces, but this time this piece you cut out of acetate, and you can buy all of this at Paper Wishes. You can buy the acetate by the sheet. All right, so now we're going to put this behind this, okay? And to save a little time, I went ahead, man, I've got a frog in my throat today. I went ahead and put some extra sticky tape. There we go. You don't have to use extra sticky tape. I'm just using it because I don't want to take the time to have my glue dry with the acetate, because specialist acrylic glue does dry very quickly, but on acetate, it does take a little bit longer, otherwise it slips and slops around. But I am going to use it just a little bit on the inside pieces right there, because we want those to stay nice and in place. So we're going to take this just as before. I'm going to turn it over this time, and we're going to align this notch right there. There we go. All right, so that's going to be what we're going to attach our little mechanism to again. So same idea as before. And now I'm going to just take these little brads and that second little hole. Oh, I'm going to remember, see, I learned to put that, thread that through there. And now we're going to just take this and attach these through the acetate holes. Like that. Okay, and so I'm going to finish doing that while we'll take a little break. Okay, I zoomed ahead and now we're back. So we've got our mechanism in place here. Got the cute little snow angel going. Remember, I put the foam tape here, so it's just like before on the other card. Got the body here. I'm going to put that right there on those foam tape pieces, just like before. Let's go. This one is better. It doesn't like peek out the bottom more because I glued the head up a little higher. I'm pleased with that one. All right, so now I actually did another step on the back of this. It's kind of stuck. I put layers of foam tape on the back of this because our little shaker stuff has to be contained within this part. So I would recommend buying this giant roll of foam tape that we have. It's 1/2 inch wide, and what I did was I just took the pieces and like this, and you can just cut it actually into 4 like little lengths like that and cut long strips of it. I think that's probably the most economical way to go. And then you have all your pieces cut. And I did 1 layer all the way around. You can see it's kind of pieced together. And I want to make sure that the shaker material that I'm going to use is going to fit in here. It would be so disappointing to get it all done and then you seal it all up and then it doesn't shake because there's not enough distance between the foam tape and the sprinkle stuff. So I would like to put 2 layers in, okay? I should mention too that Debbie used on her card, forgot to mention this before, she used for her papers Snowfall 6x6 paper, and she used these little blizzard sequins that are so cute. There's sequins and round sequins and snowflake sequins, and these are more flat than the sprinklets. So she, I believe, just had to do 1 layer of foam tape there. But you know, you don't want to go to all this trouble and then just be stuck and go, oh no, it didn't work the way I wanted to. So I've got the layers in, except, let me see. I want to make sure I got all my double layers in. Right here, Excuse me. I'm just fighting a cold this week. All right, there we go. I'm gonna get a drink of water, see if that helps. All right, so we've got 2 layers all the way around. Okay, and then I'm going to attach it to some red cardstock, but before I do, I'm going to take a little bit of the sprinklets and put them in a little pile right there. It's a big space, so I want quite a bit. And you know, you can mix sprinklets. You can actually even put some other materials in with it. So I'm going to put some of those blizzard ones in there, because this is a snow angel, so you might as well get some little snow pieces in there. All right, now we're going to kind of spread those out just a little bit so they're not all jammed in there. Just like that. All right, so now we're going to take this, we're going to center this. I cut this a little bit larger to fit on the 6x6 card. We're going to center that right there, and then we're going to like go over all those foam tape pieces and make sure that's sealed really nicely. You don't want anything coming out. All right, so I have lots of space in there for shaking. Oh, good, I'm glad about that. And then my mechanism is working. It's working. Why isn't it working? Oh, it's stuck on some of the sprinklets. Technical difficulties, y'all. Okay. Let me hold on to this better. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, so my mechanism is working for my little snow angel. So now we're just going to take it and we're going to glue it to our easel card. Okay. Normally I would do this on the back of the paper here, but we're just going to quickly put this on. So notice I'm only gluing it at the bottom part of that easel card. It's going to stand up like that. Maybe we could zoom out a little bit, Steve. And then I went ahead and did some of the stamped greetings here. And I did Jolly Gingerbread because I just thought that was adorable. So we're just going to open this up and we're going to put Jolly there and Gingerbread right here. And that is because when it stands up, and these are foam taped, it gives it something to block against right there. All right, you guys, so as you can see, adorable little cards, wonderful little puppets, fun to play with. How cute would these be in stockings for the holidays? Just love them to put them on a table, like with your napkins, and people can be like, oh, these are adorable. So cute. So we've got a great money saver on all of these puppets. If you're watching us on Paper Wish's webisode page, just look over there to the right and you will see the money saver. You can just click on that. We also have a photo gallery below our video and also products used, so you can shop items that you like. And if you're watching us on YouTube, we haven't forgotten about you. Check in the description box below the video and just click on that link and it'll take you to the Paper Wishes webisode page featuring all of these great things. And if you like any part of this video at all, please give us a thumbs up. It helps people find us. And subscribe. We do 3 to 5 of these videos a week and we don't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for joining me today and I'll see you next time.